Welcome to the Wednesdays with Will podcast, where Will shares weird, wacky, and wonderful things that go through his mind on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, what's good in the hood, homies? Welcome to Wednesdays with Will. It's your boy Willie Will III here. We're out here in these Camp Cobus streets this week with my buddy Zach Stelly out here.
What's going on, man?
I don't know if I was allowed to say your full government name out here in these
that's
streets,
fine.
but it's been thrown out there. So, yeah.
I'll just have to change it later. That's
Yeah, just change it. If he goes into, if he's suddenly under a new identity, we know what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I filmed my last podcast. Actually, I filmed last week in my room. So we're still in the same camp, but moved out to the common area here. We got a new studio space out here. Studio C for Camp Cobus.
Very comfy.
Studio CC.
Studio
CC. Yeah. So we used to be in Studio B. Shout out to Nick, my old producer. We filmed in his podcast.
Oh, okay.
We called it Studio B.
Studio B.
So now we're in Studio CC. But anyway, yeah, if you're an OG fan, you have appeared in my content once before. Do you remember the pickle juice slushy?
Oh, you were actually recording that for a podcast? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think
I knew it was an Instagram live.
It was a live, and
yeah.
I added it to my page.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, that. It honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was expecting my entire countenance to change.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as you thought, but it also wasn't anything you needed to experience again.
No, it was a one and done situation.
Yeah.
I'm good with never having it again.
Yeah, and you have plenty of opportunities because you be going to Sonic like every day.
Yeah, so I go to Sonic at least once a day.
At least.
At least.
Wow. Sometimes it's a
like
repeat.
If it's most times it's a repeat.
Yeah.
But there'll be the economy's kind of rough sometimes. So,
yeah, it is. It's rough out here in these streets, as we
sometimes you can only afford the one.
Yeah. What's your go-to Sonic drink?
I get the cherry Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has been my drink since I was a wee little lad.
Yeah.
So it's just stuck with me. I didn't get them every day. I didn't get them every single day though.
Yeah.
Whenever I got married, my wife, she loves just regular Sonic Cokes.
Yeah.
I don't know why Sonic's Cokes are so different from every other Cokes, but they are.
That's what they say. I'm like the Sonic Sprite. I mean, the McDonald's Sprite, they say is different than other Sprites.
And the McDonald's Coke is different
Sonic.
too, but whenever I got married, I told my wife because she loves Sonic so much.
Shout out to your wife. She's in the building. Off
Yeah.
camera, my fiance and Zach's
Nicole.
wife, they're both here. So if you hear some chirping in the back, it's just, it's all good. We welcome the live studio audience out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesdays with Will with friends. We're all about that, so
Amen.
anybody's free to join. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We'll just in here. So this for you, and my new viewers that may not know, this is just Wednesdays with Will. We share the weird, wacky, and wonderful things that go through Will's mind on Wednesdays, and Will is me, and it is Wednesday. So let's get into it. So I'm glad my fiance is here to attest for this story. So my fiance recently incurred some racism for the first time.
Wait, whoa,
yeah.
what?
So she's for those of you who don't know, my fiance is of how should I say the Wahite or race. So she's a little lighter complexion than me. Amen. And yeah, people think she's joined the podcast.
People think I'm mixed. Okay.
I thought
Black families have been in arguments thinking that I'm mixed, half white, half black.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were mixed. Honestly.
Well, we thought you were mixed.
I am mixed though.
So we're just all. This podcast is we're just a smorgasbord of random ethnicities. We don't know.
But I'm very much white.
But she's very much full white. I'm actually full black.
Yeah,
most people think I'm mixed too. So
I'm mostly white, but I'm an eighth Native American. So I'm just it's like I'm just dark enough to where people are kind of like questioning my ethnicity.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, you're not completely white, but I'm not sure what you are.
Yeah. But, yeah. Somebody brought the book in on my my fiance here. She was just asking about some like wedding, what was it about a
Bridal hair. Hair, that's all I wanted, and I got one number wrong in the whole.
And whoever responded just sent every racial slur and 4-letter word in the book you could ever respond. It starts off, they just say the N-word back. It's like,
oh my god!
And then it was like how much longer until the next message?
It was right after.
Right
I mean,
after.
it was like seconds.
Seconds. So first of all, the double text, like I don't get those things. Like, this is a whole separate thing. But why do people do the whole like this? Then there was a third text where it's like, "Hey, you itch, answer me, Jigga." It's like, why?
I feel like some people like the double text. They're trying to make it like it's an actual conversation.
Yeah.
So they're
that
only
the
sending
point?
they're only sending you like what they're thinking in that moment. So
Okay.
they have the thought, then they send it, and they're like, oh, here's another thought, send it, like you would when you're normally speaking.
Yeah,
but
I guess that's true. But it's a text.
Yeah.
Collect your thoughts, organize a complete thought, and then send that.
Yeah.
He just wanted to punch it with that.
Yeah,
that
just wanted to hit us in the face with the N-word. It's like, okay.
yeah.
So.
I mean, it was like the most professional, like, hi, bro.
Yeah, that's like your message was so professional. Hi, I'm just getting married. You were recommended as a bridal hair. Wanted to get some more information. N-word. Just out of nowhere. Like, that is crazy.
And then the end was,
Yeah.
answer me. So it's like,
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
like demanding answers
Jeez.
back. Yeah, you can see the
Oh.
actual message.
Oh
It's,
my-
it's
yeah.
not for PG
Oh no. Yeah.
13 audience, but that's
Man,
what she.
I can't even read that out loud.
No,
like,
yeah, that's why it's pretty
I
wild.
was a little rattled afterwards. I
Yeah.
had to calm down.
just a little.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Are they gonna show up at the wedding?
Yeah. So. No, yeah, that's the thing. Thanks for joining. Guess. I didn't know that was going to be your first appearance on the podcast.
What a first appearance.
Yeah,
too.
first appearance. We can do our own episode one day.
One day.
Well, anyway, in lighter news,
Yeah.
I don't know if have you heard the Cartoon Network shutting down?
Yeah. So
stuff?
I thought they had shut down like a couple of months ago, but
Yeah.
apparently it like just happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, end of an era, man. I grew up with a Cartoon Network.
Did you really?
Yeah.
'Cause
So I was born in 1990.
Yeah.
So I grew up like watching Cartoon Network.
What was your favorite
Oh man,
Cartoon Network show?
I think Dexter's Laboratory.
Ooh,
my favorite.
yeah.
I love
like that
Dexter's
show.
Laboratory.
Ah,
Trying to think
Forgot
what
about that one.
yeah, what else was on Cart?
I watched Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah, my fiance shaking her head. I was Jawbreaker. Double D was I loved it. And then Scooby Doo,
Oh yeah, Scooby Doo.
Tom and Jerry,
Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. I did
Yeah.
love Scooby Doo and Tom and Jerry.
and then was Boomerang like a subsidy?
So yeah, so Boomerang was like
because that
like
was
so
my jam.
Boomerang was a lot of like Hanna-Barbera. So but they were kind of like absorbed into Cartoon Network.
Okay.
So a lot of their properties were kind of like integrated with Cartoon Network. So yeah, it was a subsidiary. So all the stuff that like after the 90s and the early 2000s, like all the shows that I grew up watching, eventually they ended up on Boomerang. So,
yeah. It seemed like it was like the old man's Cartoon
Yeah,
Network. It was like everything transitions to Boomerang.
yeah, that's
when
how
it's
you
at
knew.
a-
That's how you knew you were old.
Yeah.
It's like whenever Dexter's Laboratory goes from Cartoon Network to Boomerang, you're like, oh,
Oh,
I'm old
man,
now.
I'm getting old now. It's kind of like I guess Nick at Night.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
It was like it's for the older audience.
Yeah.
'Cause I was never allowed to watch Nick at Night. It was like, oh, time for you to go to night kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not old enough for Nick at Night.
Yeah.
You know.
You had to sneak it in. You had to sneak it in.
hmm But yeah, man, times are changing. Cartoon Network going out. I also saw recently that Redbox is officially shutting down, which some of y'all
You
may be
know-
like, I didn't know they were still around.
No, it's like I feel like that's something that on the one hand, it's like it makes sense that Redbox is dying.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I don't think it's the greatest thing. Because I feel like the fact that DVDs are leaving
Yeah.
means that we don't get to own any movies anymore. So
Well, you can buy it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
but
can't.
it's still digital.
Yeah,
but
you can buy it, but it's still digital. I mean,
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
true.
I mean, like
The physical copy.
Yeah, well, and like what Nintendo does, like with their Switch games, you download.
Mm-hmm.
What you're downloading is just a license.
Yeah.
So, and whenever they decide, oh, they want this game on their on their Switch anymore, like they just delete it.
Yeah.
And
are we not recording? You're shaking your head.
We are now
Oh,
recording.
fun. Oh, that's great.
When it stopped.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe hang out right there and we'll make sure it's all good. That's why this is why we record multiple arrays, you
exactly.
know. It was a headache getting the audio and everything, making sure it was working, and I'm even seeing some high levels here, but we can edit that a little later easier, and we got multiple streams here, you know. We're good. If not, anybody got a voice memo going? I'm just
kidding. I'm just enjoying the conversation.
No, it's a good time.
You could stop recording and I'd still keep
we would
talking.
still be doing it, man. I never did this podcast for that anyway. It's like let's be real, I probably have like 2 viewers, so it's mostly just for my own sake. It's a good time. But man, yeah, there's something special. Like I love just going to Redbox and just like finding a random movie, like that sense of you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's an
just like it's an experience, exactly. And I mean, even just recently, I used to get my T-Mobile Tuesday deals for a free Redbox rental.
Nice.
It was a good time. Now that's set. I'm kind of sad that's gone. You know, my parents was the only house that I know that has a DVD player still, though. Anyway, so wasn't much I could. Listen to it, but yeah, it was a good time. They were only like $1 when it came out, and
it was awesome when they came out because I mean, you know, whenever I was growing up, like they had Blockbuster.
They put Blockbuster out.
Yeah.
Which is ironic now that they're hitting the boot because they put Blockbuster out.
Oh, no, they weren't the ones who did it. I'll tell
Netflix.
you, Netflix is the ones who did it.
Yeah, you're right.
So when Netflix first came on the scene, they were actually like shipping.
They shipped it too.
They shipped
I remember
DVDs.
It was like it comes to your door. Yeah.
Yep. And then whenever they went to streaming, like that's what like annihilated Blockbuster.
Blockbuster didn't get on that.
No, what's really ironic though is when Netflix was first starting up, they were actually struggling, and they actually went to Blockbuster and tried to sell to them, and Blockbuster laughed them out of the meeting room.
That's funny, man. Oh, how to turn.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah, who's laughing now, Blockbuster? You over there retired on the streets with Jeffrey the Giraffe and all them other sellout businesses that never came back.
I thought Jeffrey did come back.
He did. Okay, he's like in Macy's now. It's kind of weird.
He just got a different job.
He's a lot skinnier though. If you look up a picture of Jeffrey the Giraffe, he's lost some weight. I think he's not eating as much as he used to. Times are rough. But I saw him at the mall recently. He's at JCPenney's or Macy's or something. Just he has a little section.
Yeah.
He's not like a whole store. The storefront's gone though.
Oh man.
It's just that. Maybe Blockbuster will do the same thing. There was a minute where Blockbuster did have the Redbox type things.
They did, but it's like Redbox just did it better.
Yeah,
so.
Redbox and so too little, too late.
Yeah, Redbox just kind of like helped push them out of the way. But
yeah,
Netflix is the real nail in the coffin, I think.
Yeah, Netflix did it, and then they successfully transitioned from doing the whole mail it in to now they're you stream and everybody has the Netflix account. Yeah. They have a whole movement. I mean. They did
do games.
Yeah. Yep. You want to read this next headline for me?
Costco has launched $99 apocalypse dinner kits containing foods with a shelf life of 25 years.
I just wanted to
see
your blind reaction to that one. Do you have a Costco membership, first of all?
No, so we actually don't. So
you don't have a Costco.
We actually don't have a Costco. So I'm from Southeast Texas.
Flex on them with
we have a. So we have a Sam's Club.
Ooh.
But we don't Costco. You have to go to Houston for Costco.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did not hear about this. So shelf life of 25 years.
I'm not
what's in these?
Yeah, I mean it's
looks like.
I mean it has to be stuff like that. It's just going to be grains and
stuff
that doesn't
Yeah. So bird food
doesn't spoil or anything. Yeah. I just thought it's funny. Like if they have a whole line for that, it's like. Are we in the apocalypse right now?
I think
they sense something coming. New World Order, Costco's behind it.
See, I don't think it's that. I think it's probably just the they know that there's a lot of preppers out there, and they're trying to cater to everybody.
Yeah.
So
we're just out here trying to make that buck, capitalize on those people.
Exactly.
who think the world's ending
I
because
mean,
Trump's getting persecuted.
When did they announce this? Did they
This
just
is
announce?
this is a reason. 2 days ago, this
Okay.
dropped. So
They just put this out because it's
it's-
election year.
election year, yeah.
Election year, everybody turns doom and gloom.
Uh huh.
And then the next 4 years, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
back to
it'll do it.
business as usual.
Yeah, times are crazy. I like, Trump tried to get. Somebody tried to cap Trump, or so they say. I don't know. That's the whole thing.
Oh,
We don't have to
gosh.
get
Yeah.
super into the thing. I just like this. Like it's been a crazy
Yeah.
week. Did not expect to experience an assassination attempt
Dude.
firsthand.
All I'll say on that is, I don't care how good of a shot you are. I wouldn't trust you. There's no way I would make that a conspiracy.
Okay, so you're taking like So wait, is the conspiracy that somebody actually shot him in the ear? They were just that good that they barely shot him, and that was the intention, or was the conspiracy messed up?
There's several different conspiracies, I think, but one of them is that he actually planned this. That he actually paid somebody to shoot him, just miss him, and just barely miss him, so he could have this moment. But
And he's a
if it were
WWE guy.
But that's a
Shout out to Josh.
it's like you got to have a lot of trust, and that's got to be a really good shot for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like so much could go wrong.
Yeah. It definitely was weird. It was like after you see people don't seem too crazy, and then even Trump himself is like, first of all, why is he giving up the Black Power fist after like we will rise
Dude,
again? Like what's going on?
Dude, he's just in the moment.
I was like, what's going on, Trump?
Yeah, he's just capitalizing on the moment. He's like, it's like he's just pumped full of adrenaline at that point.
But apparently, Trump's not the only one facing assassination attempts.
Oh,
Elon Musk alleged that he had 2 recent assassination attempts on him near the Tesla headquarters.
and why is this the first time we're hearing about this? Though? You know what energy that gives me? That's like a it's like, oh yeah, hey, I did too.
Yeah. It's just like
Two, not one.
Yeah.
That's 2. He upped it up. It's like this
he-
assassination attempt Me Too movement has arisen. It's like I have been assassinated myself.
Elon he's just trying to one up everybody.
He really is.
No matter what it is.
He was ready to run for president if Trump did go down. He was like, I will run.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's pretty crazy. But anyway, man, what else? Anything weird, wacky, wonderful going in your mind right now?
Oh man. It's been a interesting week. Camp is always a fun week.
Give us a good, because this is an experience we'll never get to. A lot of people won't get to have. So can you share like the wildest camp story you might have?
Oh man, I've got several. Let's see. I think the craziest camp was I think the wildest camp that we ever played was. It was one out in I don't want to say the name. I don't want to say the name of the camp. I'm not going to say the name of the camp.
Leave the name out to protect it. Was this with Joshua though?
Yeah, this was with Joshua.
Okay.
It was a camp out in like northwest Texas, and it's like we showed up. We showed up probably around like 11 or so, or that's when the campers showed up anyways, and they were ready to serve lunch. Well, they completely ran out of food before before everybody else got fed.
That ain't good.
And then the rest of the week, like everything was either burnt.
Oh, this is early in the.
Dude, yeah, this is early. Food was either burnt. They had, or it was just like undercooked. It was like there was no in between.
That's terrible.
We ate a lot of Subway that week.
Dang, no, that's the worst. You can't just run out of food.
No,
first
exactly.
day.
I mean, it's like you've known it's like you've got all these kids coming. You know how many are coming. How do you not plan for that?
Yeah,
but not. And then there was they had a maintenance. They had like a guy that did maintenance, but and apparently he was really good at fixing things, but a lot of the things that he fixed were things that he broke. So
that's some job security right there.
Right?
Keep me employed.
He's probably doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm pretty convinced that's what our Texas roadways are. Like they're just like slowly fixing it, and then they're breaking it like when they're almost done, just to keep them employed for a little longer. Because 35 has been worked on for 10 years.
Oh gosh. Oh, if I had the picture, I would. My wife is saying I should show you the road work in Beaumont. So
Oh yeah.
we had about a week before we came up here, or maybe 2 weeks before we came up here. Oh, was it doing the thing again?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, about 2 weeks before we came up here, we have like one of our main highways, like it actually had like a big old crack on the bridge, and this is like a bridge kind of thing. Like there was like a big old crack going through it, and instead of fixing it,
dang.
yeah, I mean you can see right there, like
Wow.
instead of fixing it, so you see that little I don't know what you call that, the little wall.
Yeah.
They just moved the wall.
Oh,
over
they
to
just
the-
moved it to
Yeah.
that area.
They just moved it
That's
to that-
hilarious. Okay, so it's like one of those highway divider walls
Yeah.
things, and like there's a crack in the roadway. So instead of like fixing that
Yeah,
crack,
they
they
just
just
move the wall.
this divider wall
I'm
closer
like,
to it.
You got to be kidding me.
That's pretty Jake. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of just fixing like a crack with duct tape. at
Yeah,
home or
exactly.
Stuff like that. Like
Putting
we'll
a
just-
Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, they just Band-Aid that problem. We won't worry about it. Come on.
But
That's hilarious.
but yeah,
Yeah.
As far as camps go, I
No,
mean, that was probably the
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
That's sad.
that was probably the wildest one. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot. It's like, every camp is different in some way.
Yeah.
So there was one camp that I played, like it was literally like we had just played we had just played another camp the week before and went to a different one, and me and the guitar player, like he was a good friend of mine, and it's like we were just exhausted, so we would play the morning set, sleep. We literally both like just slept all afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and then just got up, played the evening service, then went back to sleep.
Nice.
And that was just the rhythm, like
Yeah.
most of the week.
Nice. No.
So it's
we're back.
Oh.
Yep. Shout out to Zach's Jank Timu XLR cable here that's like buzzing every 10 seconds.
know,
here.
right?
No, it's bad. It's all good. I feel that's what happens when I buy on the TikTok shop. But we just anyway. We'll take this pause to say sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. If you want to invest in Bass Pro, we can get better studio equipment. Like that. Zach's actually an OG supporter of Bass Pro.
absolutely.
Him and Nicole got like the OG hat, like
Yep.
my first shipment order.
Yeah,
back in the
dude.
day.
It's like
need
I
to
remember
re-up y'all.
the first camp I ever played with you. You were wearing a Bass Pro
Yeah,
shop.
I was.
And
that
I
was
was
really
like, oh
creative.
my gosh, I need that hat.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bass player myself.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, that's just so clever.
Uh-huh.
And I literally, you can ask Nicole, I wear this everywhere.
Yeah, I'll have to get you another one here.
Yeah.
Re-up a little.
I know, get a little bigger.
2.0.
I like
yeah.
the I like the
have
bigger
I
print.
have a bigger print. I'll get
Yeah.
you a bigger print one, and it'll be a little cleaner too. I got you, man.
All right, thanks.
This
man.
is it's
I
your
appreciate that.
podcast gift for
Well, thank
appearing on
you.
the pod.
Thank you.
And showing up to the open door. He'll be at the open door church
Yeah,
this
man, I'm
Sunday, so come say hi.
Yeah, dude, I'm super excited
Yeah.
about that.
It's gonna be a good time. So shout out to everybody who's watching. Make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all the things. Send us questions, man. I like to just answer some weird, wacky, and wonderful questions sometimes. It can be a good time to keep some dialogue going. So feel free to DM that to the page. And yeah, shout out to Tyson for the outro and Brandon Kahn for the intro. Wednesdays with Will. We out. Yo.